Hey, our upgrade pace is looking solid right now, but I do think we need to push harder if we want to stay competitive. Here's the report.
Yo guys, what's going on? And welcome back to another video. Today I'm about part number 5 of my F1 career mode. Today we are at the... what track is it? I think it's the Spanish Grand Prix. I really should know that. That is our vehicle performance. We are just losing out to Haas for beating McLaren. I would hope we're beating McLaren anyway. But yeah, let's have a look at our practice result and see how we did in the R&D tests. So this is our resource points for practice 1. Again, just doing track acclimatization. And here is for practice 2, I believe. Now, let's go and see who our new rival is, as we beat Sergio Perez last time. Hey.
Looks like you've got a bit of rivalry going on out there. This is good. Gets people talking about you. Just make sure you outperform them, okay?
Okay, so there's our new rival. It is Carlos Sainz and the Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso been upgrading quite well, so he should be difficult to beat, but let's give it a go.
Today's qualifying session is about to start here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. And what a cracker of a session we're expecting it to be. This is a track that tends to ask quite a lot of the tyres, both front and rear. So is it fair to say a great deal of management will be needed in order to do well here?
Tyre wear will probably be the dominating factor around this track. It's so easy to use up the life in your tyres as you seek to find the lap time. If you have a good balance to begin with, like the Mercedes and Red Bull, you'll always stand a better chance.
So this is the result after qualifying 1. We got 20th. It wasn't the best result for us. Spain AI are just fucking OP. They are ridiculous. So we start in 20th place. Not a good start to our rivalry. But let's go and see what it's looking like. So this is our resource points for qualifying. Obviously we're not going to get a lot because 20th place doesn't really deserve much resource points in my opinion. This is the rivalry. We are going to be getting absolutely demolished, and yeah, that's quite painful to look at. And the team's not going to be very happy with us either. I'm sure we're going to go down to the green. We won't reach the red, but we'll have to make it up in the race. Let's go.
Good afternoon from a very familiar setting. It's race day here in Spain, and with everything still to play for in the championship battle, there's no room for mistakes in a Grand Prix that's well known for creating them. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. Anthony Davidson is here with me today. Together we'll be taking you through all the action of this Spanish Grand Prix. It can be hard for the cars to follow each other closely here due to the dirty air coming off the car in front, so perhaps we're looking at a more strategic Grand Prix out. What do you think on that?
I'm not too sure about that, Crofty. I mean, yes, as you say, it's hard to follow around here, but if you're brave on the brakes, you can get the job done down into turn 1, which is a medium-speed corner, so you have to be committed. And looking down at this grid today, I think we're going to see 1 or 2 drivers making a move from a long way back, maybe try to force their opponent into a mistake. I don't think this is a race that's going to be purely decided in the pit stops.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion, and Nico Rosberg completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen and Sainz, Ricciardo, Kvyat, Perez and Felipe Massa, Alonso, Grosjean, Jenson Button and Gutierrez, Magnussen, Haryanto, Valtteri Bottas and Jolyon Palmer, Ericsson and a Force India, Pascal Wehrlein, and Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So this is our race strategy, starting on the mediums, going to the softs. We're going to be going for the two-stop strategy, in fact, because the mediums are fucking shit in this game. Okay, here we go. We have 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out and away we go, and it's looking like a good start. We're going to absolutely thrash the Sauber and the Renault off the line. We're going to get Valtteri Bottas, who actually got a very poor qualifying indeed. Can we go up the inside of Magnussen and Gutierrez into the first corner? We're going to try and go to the inside of Renault, and we get past him side by side of Gutierrez. Can we get him at that little king of turn 2? Going around the outside of Haryanto, there's a crash and Roman Grosjean gets pushed off the track. I think that was from Jenson Button. We get an illegal overtake for some reason, but we go into 13th place at the end of sector 1. Go on to lap 5 now, and these tyres, as you can see, are so shit. We're getting overtaken by Bottas. These tyres just have absolutely nothing to give. We're going to try and get Bottas back at the exit of turn 1, and we do it. We hold 13th place, but these tyres have nothing against the softs. Further on lap 5 now, and we just cannot get away from Valtteri Bottas. He's right onto the back of us. He clipped the gravel, and that's going to hinder our exit. As Bottas starts to go over inside, and we go into the wall, we hit the polystyrene barrier, and there is just a massive, massive crash. Sauber's got involved, Renault's got involved. We hit Nasser coming back on track. Let's take a look at a replay on that and see what happened. So Bottas starts to go over inside and just hits us. There was no room. He hits the Renault, hits the other Renault. Here's a shot from Magnussen's car. As you can see, Bottas just takes us out. I don't think that was my fault, but with a broken wing, you can see Felipe Nasser got collected as well. That is gonna be painful. Bottas going for a nasty spin there though. So with the broken wing, Magnussen somehow didn't get any damage and just breezes past us. We go down to 19th place. As we come into the pit now, almost hitting the pit wall. Are we going to slow down for the pit entrance, which I've actually been struggling with in these races? I seem to brake quite early. Coming to the pit now, we're going to go into the soft tyres. I'm not sure what to do at this point because we've got to go a long way. My team's not even ready for me as Sergio Perez went into the pit before us. The team just weren't ready, and that's going to cost us even more time. What place are we going to come out? We're going to come out in P19, so it's not laughs, but it's not exactly a win, is it? We cut to lap 12 now, and that's the end of our stint on those soft tyres. We come back into the pit. Absolutely nothing happened. And you can just, like, lap 6 laps. You can see how bad the tyre wear is on these tyres, but we go onto them for the end of the race, and nothing's happening. And now we come out in 20th place. On lap 15 now, 3 laps to go, we'll come onto the back of Bottas, the one who put us in this position. And it's a battle for 19th place. Are we going to do it? I mean, the Williams is our main rival for 4th place in the Constructors. But they have the straight line speed, and it is ridiculous straight line speed. We have the DRS. Are we going to come at him? We seem to be closing, but ever so slowly. Getting a bit of a slipstream now. Are we going to make a move into turn 1? No, we're not. We go right onto the back of him, though. Are we going to be able to take 19th off him? It means absolutely nothing, but given how he took us out, I'd be very happy with P19. Coming to the end of Sector 1 now, are we going to make a move into this sort of hairpin? We have a look. Are we going to force our way through it? No, we're not. We stay behind Bottas for now. Come on to the penultimate lap through the chicane, and you can see we actually caught on the curb and spun a bit there. And coming on to the final lap of the race, you can see Nico Rosberg just finishes the race, only just not lapping us. Can we take 19th off Bottas? No, we can't. Come around the final corner. It's going to be 20th place for us at the Spanish Grand Prix as we run out of fuel as we go around the final lap. Massively disappointing result for Force India.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. And Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
So there you go, guys, that is the Spanish Grand Prix. Definitely our worst race yet. I mean, we didn't retire from it, but absolutely nothing happened after that crash. We get 20th place, only beating Marcus Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein retiring. And I'm pretty sure we're going to lose our rivalry to Carlos Sainz pretty quickly if we continue this form. In the drivers, we go down to P9. Just getting passed by Carlos Sainz. In the constructors, we go down to P6, so we really need to step up our game. Here are the resource points for the race. Obviously, we're not going to get a lot. Here's the rivalry update, and surely Carlos Sainz is going to pull a gap on us. And no, he doesn't. We actually gain on him because we got the fast lap of the race, obviously on a soft tyre with clean air. So we did actually close up on Carlos Sainz, so it's not over yet. This is what the team think of our performance. I dread to think what they think of our race weekend. It's been a shocker from start to finish. We go down to 4 points, but still in the green though. And we actually go to 5 points because of the driver's standings. So there you go, guys. That is the Spanish Grand Prix. Sorry it's been short. We're actually going to improve the chassis weight for the next race, which will be in Monaco, which I'm sure will be so much fun. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, remember smash the like button and subscribe if you're new on here. And until next time, guys. See ya.